What's going on, everybody? This is Future Automation, a place where imagination meets reality, and you're listening to Tejas. So, guys, till now we have seen some web automation, some game automation, and I think so few of miscellaneous and one PC automation. So, today we are going to start with a series that is most awaited series for me, obviously, and I was hoping to do it from a long time, and today we are going to start with it. So it is nothing but Fusion 360 automation using Python and pyautoGUI. And also we are going to use a lot of things in future videos as we'll move further, but right now I don't know how we are going to take the approach to get the end result. But one thing I know, that we are going to start with pyautoGUI. So with a cup of coffee and lots of imagination and lots of hustle, let's get started. So guys, today will be just a small intro video about what exactly we are hoping to do and how we are going to take an approach towards it. And also we are going to get a basic information about what Fusion 360 is for those who are new to Fusion 360, and what pyautoGUI is, and we'll take some small snippets of pyautoGUI so that we can understand how we are going to use it while working with this Fusion automation. So Fusion 360 is a software which is designed by Autodesk for those who are designer enthusiasts who like to use CAD, CAM, simulation, animation rendering and everything. So we can get all the requirements and all the stuff in the same place, in the same software, and we can use it pretty easily. So Fusion 360 is a pretty easy software, and we can draw sketches here, and we can just make them a three-dimensional object, and we can just go ahead with whatever we imagine to design.
Wake up, Daddy's home.
Welcome home, sir. Congratulations on the opening ceremonies. They were such a success, as was your Senate hearing.
So that's pretty straightforward about Fusion 360. You can look here now. Once we are done with the sketch. So if we create an extrusion here, so click on extrude and select this particular plane here. We can just pull it up, and once we pull it and click on OK, so here we have got a simple box, you can say. So this is a rectangular box somewhat. So basically this is all about Fusion 360 that we can know now. If I start explaining the whole software or how to use it, so that will take a pretty long series again, and we are not going to go deep into that because this is not what we are doing in this series. We are going to go straight forward towards implementing Python in this. So if you are really interested in learning Fusion 360, then don't forget to add your comments in the comment box so that I can try making a series related to Fusion 360 fully, from basics to expert of Fusion 360. So we can go ahead with that too. So don't forget to add your comments. Now two things that we need to basically understand in Fusion 360, or that are expected to be known, is how to draw a sketch and how to extrude it, and basically make the object in 3D from 2D sketch. So that is all we need to know for now. As we'll move forward, I'll keep on explaining you what are the shortcuts that we are going to use in the uh, Fusion 360, so that it will be easier to work with it. For example, say pressing the scroll of the mouse and shift and moving it in Fusion 360 will take you in each side. So that is one thing. And pressing and scrolling up and down will take you to the zooming and zoom out functionality. and just clicking on the scroll and moving here and there will take you upside and down on a single plane. So to shift between different planes, we have to go with shift and scroll, and pressing it will take us to the different planes. And now if you want to go directly without the shortcut keys, then you can just click on this box. So if you click on home, it will take you to a default position. If you want to go to top, you can go to top view. Here you can go in all angles in top view. And if you want to go to a front, this is the front. If you want to go to right, if you want to go to back, so we can go similarly. If you want to go half towards the right side, then we can go in that position also on the plane. So this is all basic stuff about Fusion 360. In Sketch again, I'll just show you in Sketch. So if you click on this create sketch, then you will be asked with the plane, which plane you need to draw your sketch. So you can select one of the planes. So I'll go with the YZ plane here. So on YZ plane we can go with, say, for circle. We can also press C on keyboard to create a circle. So I'm just showing you with straightforward way. So this is a circle. Here you can see that we'll get an option to specify the diameter. So if we are specifying, say, 30 diameter, and click on enter, then we'll get the sketch. So this is pretty straightforward. All the what we can say objects or all the diagrams are here: arc, polygon, ellipse, slot, spline, circles, rectangles, line, point, text, everything. We can go ahead with the sketch. Once your sketch is pretty finalized and ready, then we can just select this and we can press E on keyboard or go in create and select extrude here. So once we click on extrude, we can just pull it, push it, and we can pull it front, back, and we can create our three-dimensional object. And once we click on enter, so that's all we are having here. So this is pretty straightforward. Now I'm going to keep it as simple as possible so that you can easily understand about what we are doing, what we are using in Fusion 360, what we are using in Python. So let's go to the library that is pretty main for now, at least, because as we'll move forward, maybe there will be few functionalities which are not in this library, and we might have to shift some of our functionalities to different libraries, but that is part of future videos. For now we are going to use pyautoGUI. So basically pyautoGUI is nothing but it is a library that helps us to control the GUI part of the OS using Python. So to install it, we have to go with pip install pyautoGUI. So go to the CMD here and you can just add pyautoGUI and press enter. So basically I'm not going to use idle for creating this program. Well, you can use idle and go ahead, but having a IDE that is far more advanced can help you out with other stuff like the variable completion and autocomplete and all. So we can go ahead with that. Those who are interested in using idle, they can go ahead with idle. I also like idle the most, and but I usually use spider when it comes to some bigger projects. So today also I'm going to use spider, but you can go with idle also. So now the pyautoGUI is already installed in both normal idle also, and in I have also installed in the Anaconda framework. So this is the main page of pyautoGUI. They have given some examples here which we can use to try different snippets, but I also have a specific pyautoGUI documentation which is very much well documented and very useful. So we can go ahead with this particular uh, website also. Both the links will be in the description, so don't forget to check that. And for those who are interested in downloading Fusion 360, I'll drop in the link in the description so you can go ahead and download Fusion 360. A note here is that Fusion 360 is pretty heavy software, so you need to have a good graphics card for working with it, or it will give a lag while using without graphics card, or your system might get stuck in between and it might not work as expected. So you can think on that too. So let's move ahead. So pyautoGUI lets your Python script control mouse and keyboards to automate interaction between other applications. So the API is designed to be as simple and works on Windows, Mac and Linux, and works on Python 2 and Python 3. I refer Python 3 and ahead, so you guys can download the latest version of Python, and those who are having 2, it's fine, not an issue. So to install, they have given here that run pip install pyautoGUI. The source is also available on this website, so you can navigate to this particular website and you can check out this GitHub for the source code. They have provided with some of the features of pyautoGUI. So few are there. We can move the mouse from one location to another location, and we can perform click applications. We can perform double click, single click also. We can take screenshots and given an image, so we can take screenshots of the current screen. We can few of the things that are not mentioned here are, we can take the size of the primary screen that we are using. We can locate an application, we can move, resize, maximize, minimize or close any window, and also display message boxes for interaction, user interaction, while your GUI automation script will be running. So basically these are few features which are provided by the pyautoGUI. So based upon your requirement and based upon your project, you can use all the features which they have provided, or few of the features which can complete your task. So that's all. So here are example where pyautoGUI is capable of using. So like for example, YouTube video of bot, which like you can create bots which can play games. So the way we have used one of the created code snippet for playing GTA 5. So there we had to deal with the DirectX coding of the buttons on keyboards. That's why we were not able to use pyautoGUI. But the simple games which are not using any kind of higher graphics can use pyautoGUI to play with it. So that's all they have mentioned here. Anything which is related to interacting with the operating system using mouse and keyboard, with physical movements and other things like the human being is doing, you can go ahead with pyautoGUI. That's the most simplest way I can explain you the use of pyautoGUI. So here they have given some of the examples which we will be using now and which we will be trying out. So first is, we have to import the uh, library. Once the library is imported, we can go ahead with different functionalities. So first is import pyautoGUI. So I'll take this screen here so that we can have a pretty simple demo. Okay, so import pyautoGUI. Next to that, we are going to first print the screen size. So screen width, comma, screen height equals to pyautoGUI dot size. So just print it. Now for Python 3 and ahead, we have to have brackets in print, and for Python 2 it is straightforward. We can, there is no need of print. So just select it and run. Okay, there is, yeah. So here 1920 by 1080 is the screen size, and height and width. So this is this was pretty straightforward. Now moving ahead, we can go with the position of the mouse. So basically fetching the position of the mouse is pretty important, because when we are working with some kind of workflow, like say for example in Fusion 360, we can think of going to the sketch part and clicking on this sketch part, and then selecting one of the planes. Say for example, I'm selecting this plane here, and then identifying the center point here, and then clicking again on that, taking the mouse to this position, and then clicking on it, and then dragging the mouse all over to finalize the size of the circle. And then we can just finish the sketch, again going towards the position where the finishing the sketch option is available, and then again coming back here and extruding this circle. So this things are what we can say, having a need of specifying the position of the mouse correctly, so that we can perform that operation, like click operating, having a click, single click or double click, whatever the use is. So basically that is one thing you need to keep in your mind. So to get the position of the mouse, again we need to give a loop here. So while true, because we are continuously tracking the what we can say, position of the mouse. And one more thing we need to do is import time, because continuously it will be too fast to understand what position mouse is, and it might take some time to go to that navigate to that position and wait for the correct uh, numbers of the position. So that's all. Now after getting the mouse X and mouse Y, here we'll give time dot sleep of 1 second. So that's all pretty straightforward. Here we'll just run this particular cell. Time is not defined, sorry, we need to run this also. I'll just remove the screen width because we are not having any use of that. pyautoGUI and run this all. Okay, so here you can see that the position of the XY coordinates of the mouse is changing. So if we take this a bit size at this side, so that we can get towards the position of sketch here. 1 minute, we'll take it down. Okay, so here you can see that we are having 193 and 115. So you need to note it down somewhere. So 193 and 115 will be for sketch, sketch, and we need to perform a click function. So for today we are just going to see this particular small demo, and this is only something that is what we can say for now useful for us, and I don't want to make more confusion about that. And after that we'll also try to see how we can use key down key up functions, so that while working with the rotation of the planes and working going up and down in the single plane, key down and key up function will also be very useful for us. So here first we'll go towards the next function, that is moving the mouse. So to move the mouse we need to go with pyautoGUI dot move, and here we need this XY coordinates. So if we'll put it here, and if we'll stop this here, we'll stop this kernel here. Now if we keep everything this side, and if we try to run this cell, then okay, the mouse should be okay, there is some kind of issue. Let us run this one more time. Let's see. 195 and 115. So it should work. 195 and 115 is also fine. I'll take it to this screen and I'll execute it here. So GUI.move. Oh, sorry, my bad, guys. According to the documentation, it's move to and then this coordinates, and just to move, we'll move our what we can say, mouse to this much amount of pixels. Like it was moving 193 and 114 pixels from its current position. So move to, and we'll just take it one more time to a side and just run it. Okay, so here you can see that we are at the location here. Now if we want to click on that particular position, then we can use pyautoGUI.click, so it will perform the click function. Next to that, we are having a right press, key down, key up, hotkey. So hotkeys are like key combination, control C, control V. So copy. If you want to say for example create a speech recognition system or project where you're selecting some amount of text and you're saying, yeah, that's good, copy it and create a Word document and paste in that. So that kind of projects will have this hotkeys more useful there. Control V, control C, control X, control C, and lot of stuff. So alert will make a box appear, so it will create your project a more interactive, in a more interactive way in from the user's perspective. So these were few of the examples that are mentioned in the documentation. There are a lot of features, lot of functions which are provided in pyautoGUI for making it more flexible to use it, and without any confusion or complication. So we can go from throughout the documentation as we are moving towards the next videos, and I suggest you, or I encourage you to go from the documentation, because reading the documentation is very important part, and it helps you in understanding basically how we are going to use these libraries to complete our target project or our vision of this particular series. So that's all guys for today's video. Thank you for watching it. Go ahead and download Fusion 360, download pyautoGUI, and try out few of the snippets of pyautoGUI, and it will be very easy for you guys to understand what we are going to do. So before ending the video, I am having a good news which I had kept for the end of the video. So I had bought my first new 3D printer, and I'll surely make a video. So I'm going to create a new channel which will be fully related to 3D printing and how we are going to deal with different prints, different material. So don't forget to check that. And if you like this video, then please share it, like it, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, then do subscribe it and click on the bell icon. And before leaving the video, keep innovating guys. Thank you, take care.